Okay, so if you have a lipedema or lymphedema, this video is for you. I just spent an hour losing my voice again, calling all of these companies because I need compression garments for literally my body for when I travel. So knee high, thigh high, pantyhose, arm sleeve, gauntlet, which is like a glove, and then there's like another glove. It's like intense. Hello, PTSD. So I had to get a prescription that gets refilled every 6 months. So basically I get new compression pieces every 6 months. My doctor signs off on the prescription. It then gets faxed to the medical supply place that I then bring my body to get other measurements to confirm the measurements to then get the garments that take 7 to 10 business days. I have to sleep in like full compression, and when I fly, full compression. Was I aware of this yesterday? No. Do I have a pounding headache from the lymphatic drainage massage I had today? Yes. Am I pounding all of the waters now? Yes, 100%. I have electrolytes. I can literally feel like the toxins and just like everything that was moved around in my lymph system. Like I can literally feel it when you are so in tune with your body. You just know. And today, I don't know if I said this in my earlier video, but I had this younger guy working on me today, and he was so good. And the first thing he said, as soon as I put my arm up, because it feels like I have softballs in there, which is insane. He's like, have you ever done chemo or radiation or had breast reduction? I'm like, yeah, a ton of chemo. Chemo is stuck in my system from a disease I never had. I was misdiagnosed with, which is why I now have this in the first place. He's like, yeah, it's all under there. It's like a softball, and he was working on it with like fingers. So like, just imagine somebody taking a hammer and going like this to you repeatedly, and then you have a huge softball-sized bruise. That's what's in my arm on a daily basis. Yep. So I have to massage that with this massage gun I have, like vibrated out. You know, I love my vibration plate. I need to do that too, but it's like so intense having this disease that I just literally found out I had like a couple months ago, all because of TikTok. So as I always say, I think I did say this in my video earlier, so I'm repeating myself, but when I started my podcast in 2017, it was to share my story about having an autoimmune disease, and that whole 9-year chapter of my podcast turned into talking about MS, talking about NMO, talking about then being misdiagnosed, then talking about becoming an attorney, how to go through the medical malpractice legal system, the doctor's names, the full story, plus my business, my life, and everything else in between. And that is one of the reasons why I ended that show and started a brand new one called the One Decision Away podcast, because I wanted it to be specifically for women over 40 who are going through health and wellness issues, who are on a personal growth journey, who need to shift their mindset. Like, I just feel like shit all the time, and I don't want to anymore. So I'm making changes in my life where I put everything in storage to travel the world and move into a career other than running my business so that I could afford these things, because I feel like I literally missed an entire decade of my life dealing with this. And just in the last 2 years, I've had 3 cancer scares, and then I was diagnosed with lipedema and lymphedema, stage 2 of both. I feel like there was a few other things, but I have PTSD, so I just black it out. And now my friend Tyler is just talking about my computer, so I hope he wasn't on my laptop. Anyway, this is just your friendly reminder that you need to be your own advocate. Moral of the story. Like, I found out I was misdiagnosed because somebody asked me today, what made you stop chemo treatments? And I'm like, I went with my gut. I wasn't about to do that for the rest of my life. And because I got a second chance at life, I want to experience it. And I feel like I'm just like living in a hole, and I want to like travel the world and meet new people and see new places. And I was so lucky I got to do that for like a decade, and I want to do that all over again, because that was when I was my happiest. And I'm so fucking lucky right now that I just like powered through, and I have friends that are my family that have supported me all these years, that have understood like what I'm trying to do. Follow my dreams and help other women like get organized and live their own dream life. Like, you can do it. You just have to put in the work. You can't just like manifest and visualize. Like, you've got to put in the work. You've got to have affirmations. You've got to write shit down. Like, these are the things that have to happen in order for you to have the dream life that you actually want. I wrote about this in my book, Everything is Messy, which by the way is on sale today. But anyway, I'm ready to travel. So now, like, I can't even get these compression things for 7 to 10 days. So I'm not going to be able to fly without them. So I'm going to drive around. So wow, this is a really long video. If you are still here, thanks. Okay, so my plan to travel is San Diego, Santa Barbara, New Mexico, Park City, and maybe Salt Lake over the next 2 weeks. So fingers crossed that happens this weekend. My measurements happen tomorrow. And I think that's all my updates. My 6-minute long video. So thank you for being here. And if you haven't tuned in to the latest episode of the One Decision Away podcast or subscribe to my Substack, you guys, my podcast is in 18 countries right now. My last show that was 9 years old was in at 120, but I'm in 18 countries already, which is crazy. My Substack has almost 100 subscribers, like brand new people. I haven't even posted on my social. Like, I can't even believe it. Good things are looking up for me and you. So follow along for more adventures.